If I asked you to make a wish list of the top 3 things that you desire in life, what would you say? And what if I told you that you could have whatever you asked for? Maybe you would wish for the house that you've always wanted, or maybe the car just like the one your neighbor drives, or the husband you've always read about in books, or maybe the vacation that you've always dreamed of, or the baby that your doctor told you you'd never have. Or maybe you would wish for something more spiritual, like to have more faith in God, or to be more disciplined in your prayer life, or to honor God in all that you do. All of these things are good. However, what we sometimes fail to realize is that as good as these things are, in and of themselves, they will never satisfy the longing in our hearts. You see, I've never met a person whose greatest need was anything other than real, unconditional love. What's love got to do with it? Everything. There's no mistaking love. We feel it in our hearts. It's the common thread of life. It's the flame that ignites our heart and energizes our spirit. It's our connection to God and each other. Proverbs 19:22 says, "What a man desires is unfailing love." What we sometimes fail to realize is that without love, we are nothing. The great theologian Karl Barth was once asked what was the most profound truth he had ever learned. After a long pause and thoughtful reflection, his reply was this: "Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so." This man, who had written a 500-page commentary on Romans, boiled his theology down to a simple song he learned as a child. You see, it isn't so much about are you believing right or are you behaving right, but rather it's about having an intimate, loving relationship with Jesus. The emphasis here is not on what I do, but on who I am. Galatians 5:6 says, "The only thing that counts is faith, expressing itself through love." When we understand this, it will impact every aspect of our Christian walk. When we don't understand this, it will hinder every aspect of our Christian walk. It will hinder our faith. How can we believe in a God if we don't even believe He loves us? It will hinder our love for ourselves. If God doesn't love us, how can we love us? It will hinder our love for others. If God doesn't love us, how can we love others? You see, nothing is going to change our heart except love. 1 Corinthians 13:13 says, "And now these remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love." And love is not just an emotion. Love is an action. Love is doing. So I challenge you, find a way to show God you love Him. Find a way to show others that you love them, because what's love got to do with it? Everything.